The Mussaf Shmoneh Esrei of Rosh Hashanah is a long one. The Mussaf Shmoneh of Rosh Hashanah includes 3 sections. The sections of Malchuyos, Zichronos, Shofaros, where the Gemara tells us, Hashem says, Imru lefanai Malchuyos, say before me, verses that speak of my kingdom, Kedei shetamlichuni aleichem, so that you make me your king. Zichronos, mentioned Pesukim of Zichronos, that Hashem remembers us, so that He will remember us to the good. Uvameh, with what? With Shofar. So we have these 3 sections, Malchuyos, Zichronos, Shofaros. We really have to understand what we're saying in each one of them. I mean, these are crucial. So let's do one at a time. Imru lefonai Malchuyos. Say before me, Pesukim of Malchuyos, speak of my kingdom. Kedei shetamlichuni aleichem, so that you will make me your king upon yourselves. That means the recital of all of these verses, all these Pesukim, is for the sake of our making Hashem our king. Well, we can ask, how do we make Hashem our king? Or let's ask it in a different form. What's the alternative? Who else is our king if not Hashem? Like, what's the competition? Tamlichuni aleichem, that you make me your king. So yes, this is a real struggle. This is a real struggle. The Gemara tells us, the Pasuk says, Pasuk in Tehillim, Lo yiyeh v'cha el zar, there should not be a strange God, v'cha, in you. So the Gemara asks, Ezehu el zar, who is this strange God? Who is inside the guf ha'adam, who's inside the human body? Who is this? Says the Gemara, this is the Yetzer Hara. This is evil inclination. This is evil inclination. A false God, a strange God. What does that mean? What does that mean? So there's something that we have to study now. As we talk about Yom Kippur, we'll get into it in so much more detail. But what we do have to study is the role of the Yetzer Hara. Rav Yeruchom Levovitz, Zichronos Levrocha, Mashkiach in the Mir. Rav Yeruchom used to say, and it's in his writings as well, we think of the Yetzer Hara as this devil, this red thing with knives and spears. And he says, you got it all wrong. He's an angel like the rest of them. He's a white malach, as he puts it, a white angel. To get graphical, with wings and a halo. Oh yeah? Yeah. He was created by Hashem. For what purpose? What is his purpose? So, once again, Yom Kippur, when we speak about Yom Kippur, we'll have to get into this in detail. But the purpose of the Yetzer Hara is to give us challenge. Challenge for what purpose? So that we work hard to earn our existence. Remember, that's the purpose. It's that Hashem wants us to be like Him, to earn our own existence, to be responsible for our own existence, to earn our kirvas Elokim, to earn our being part of Him. So He gave us the Yetzer Hara. And the Yetzer Hara broadcasts to us all the time. What's the problem? What's the problem? You see, if we'd only get it straight, and understand that this is the voice of challenge, the force of challenge that's there to enable me to earn Kirvas Elokim by overcoming him, life would be simple. It would be clear. It would certainly be a lot simpler than it is today. What's our problem with the Yetzer Hara? Now let's be honest. Let's be honest. Everything the Yetzer Hara tells you, he makes you feel like it's you. He makes you feel like this is you. There's a beautiful piece in the Chovas Halvavis. Ben Adam, he says, human being, Roi lochol adas. It is right for you to know shehasoinei hagodol sheyesh lecha ba'olam. The greatest enemy you've got in this world, hu yitzracha, is your Yetzer Hara. And he goes on to describe this Yetzer Hara of yours, where he is so much part of you. And he gives us this metaphor. It's your greatest enemy that has infiltrated your ranks and become your closest advisor. You share secrets with him that you share with nobody else. You really feel he cares more about you than anyone else does. Where the truth is, he's the enemy. His goal is to destroy you. So, what happens? What happens? The alarm clock rings. Hey, it's time to get up. And what does something say inside you? I don't want to get up. I want to sleep in. You really feel that? I want to sleep in. 1 second. There's something you want to accomplish in life, no? No, I want to sleep in. You want to get up and daven? You want to get up and learn? There are a lot of constructive things you want to do throughout the day. No, I want to sleep in. What do you really want to do? What do you really want to do? Your Yetzer Hara makes you feel like you want to sleep in. So who is this that wants you to go daven and learn and use your time constructively? Who is that? That's, that's your mother. That voice from somewhere else that's always telling you to do what's good. But it's not you. Me? I want to sleep in. Chutzpah. It's so not true. It's so not true. The Yetzer Hara is an impostor. He's speaking in your name, and you believe him. Come on, tune into yourself. When do you feel better? Come on, let's be honest. When do you feel better? When you got off to a late start? When you kill time? Everyone knows. Everyone knows that they may deny it for the first few seconds, but doing everything you feel like does not make you feel as good as self-control. What do you mean? Self-control. Everyone knows. You feel so strong. You feel so good about yourself. Every time we fail, we feel awful. And we think so much less of ourselves because of all the negative behavior. It doesn't make us feel good. That's not what we want. Let's be honest. The Yetzer Hara lies. The Yetzer Hara is an impostor. He's promising you things that he cannot deliver. He's telling you, I'll give you happiness. I'll give you the good life. But he can't deliver. You know, there's only one Melech. There's only one Hashem. Hashem created, sustains. He's the one that gives. Hashem is all good. There's no other source to anything. The Yetzer Hara is not an alternative path to happiness. There's only one path to happiness. Kirvas Elokim. Ki rak zehu atov. There's nothing else that's good, says the Mesilas Yesharim. Everything else is fantasy. The Yetzer Hara promises and promises and promises as if he is a God that can provide. As if there's something he can give you. There's an alternative path to happiness. An alternative to Kirvas Elokim. So yeah. What he presents us with is, you're going to be honest in business? Come on, you'll never be successful. Take it from me. You want to make money? Forget this integrity business. I got some good schemes for you. You'll be rich. You'll be happy. What he's telling you is, Hashem says this is the road to happiness. Torah mitzvahs. Your midas. Yes, your integrity. And the Yetzer Hara says, I've got another road to happiness. And I can provide. And he's an impostor. If you listen to him, you've coronated him as a king. You've given him an equal status to that of the Rabbeinu Shalom. Chalila. Lo yeh v'chayil zar. On Rosh Hashanah, it's got to be clear, Hashem is our king. Hashem is our king. That's it. There's no other source. There's no other source to success and happiness. Whatever it is that you're really looking for in life, the path is Kirvas Elokim. It's Torah mitzvahs. It's Tikkun Hamidas. The alternative is untrue. It's fantasy. Making Hashem your king as opposed to the alternative. You know, the last of the 10 Pesukim that we recite, the pasuk from the Chumash of Malchuyos, is Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. Doesn't mention the word Melech. But it's all about Hashem's kingdom and this idea. What's Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad? There is no alternative. There is no other path to happiness, to success. There's only one, and that's connecting to the Rabbeinu Shalom. Hashem Echad, that's it. That is it. Everything else is fantasy. Everything else will lead you nowhere than other to disappointment. Ki rak zehu hatoiv, says the Mesilas Yesharim. That is the only good. Everything else is hevel v'shov niseh. Everything else is emptiness, fantasy. Make Hashem your king. That's Malchuyos. The 10 times that we discuss Hashem being the king, we're getting this into ourselves. Hashem being the king means he is the only source to good. He is the only source to anything worth living for. And that is Kirvas Elokim. That's it. That is it. So say the Pesukim and feel Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. Feel it. I have one goal in life. That goal is Kirvas Elokim. There's no other road to success. There's no other road to happiness. There's nothing else really worth living for other than Kirvas Elokim. He is Echod. That's it. That is it. And this is really what we're expressing in Malchuyos. And the Pesukim, reciting them, both express it as well as give us the opportunity to further develop it within ourselves. So it takes preparation. And Rosh Hashanah makes sure that when you're saying the Pesukim of Malchuyos, you're coronating Hashem. And the finale being Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. You know that what this means is there's nothing else to live for. We live for Kirvas Elokim. Kirvas Elokim, it's available in everything in life. But the goal is Kirvas Elokim. There's no alternative. There is no alternative. The Yetzer Hara is an impostor. He presents himself as an alternative. He's not. Make Hashem your king. Make Hashem your king. That is Malchuyos.